Hi, I'm Donna Nemechek. I'm the owner of Artistic Cakes and Cookies. We are in a location here in Appleton now. We came here about 2.5 years ago. My story of starting baking is a long story. Due to a personal tragedy, my friend was trying to help me through those sad days and suggested that we take some classes at the tech school and go together. And she wanted to learn how to decorate cakes, and I wanted to play golf. And so we golfed one afternoon at a local club, laughed our butts off, and had so much fun. And we never golfed again, and she hated the cake decorating, but I loved it. Somewhere along the line, when I was first starting, my sister was going to get married, and I thought it would be years down the road after she announced an engagement, and yet it was only months down the road. And so I made her wedding cake. It was a real ride. We took it about 20 miles, and it was the first cake we ever transported. So of course it was all in pieces, but we drove about 5 miles an hour because my husband was trying to dodge all the cracks in the road. And that was 36 years ago. So we started 36 years this year in this location. So much has changed in the industry. We have changed, and so has the industry. But it's always been just a great family-orientated, small business kind of thing. You always feel that, even though we have big bakeries around us, they're members of our family. Because I'm a smaller location, sometimes the product I want, I don't have access to, and I can just call one of my friends that owns a bigger bakery, and they're ordering it for me. So it's not like a competition. It's just that we all offer a good product to our customers, and we respect what each other does. So that part of the industry I really like a lot. I have been in the industry a long time, and I never thought that it would last this long. And it's so much part of my life that I'm not sure that when I'm totally ready to give it or put it aside. I think that starting out is probably, you have more opportunities now maybe than I did 36 years ago. And I think it's because you have so many connections with the internet. And so, when I first started and I had a customer call about a particular cake, I probably had 15 cake books laying out on the table to help inspire some ideas. And so that part has changed. I think if you stick to the principles of that you do good cake and you have good service, you can succeed in this business. You just have to know that you're connected. You have a connection. When that bride leaves here and she's put her money down for a wedding cake, I want her to know that I'm her friend. And the week that it comes, I work behind the scenes for her, but also the week that is her wedding, maybe the 2 weeks before her wedding, now she's my boss. And I listen to what she says, so we don't have disappointed people. In the wedding industry especially, you only have one chance. And that bride is depending on you and her family, and they put your trust in us. So it's a business that's very personal. And I think someone that's coming in to think they're going to make a lot of money in this business, that's not always necessarily true, but there's so many perks to being on a level of friendship and stuff with customers. The Wisconsin Bakers Association is part of the family of bakers. I've met some of the people very early on, and I felt really included, even though there were so many that had years of baking experience, had big bakeries, and I was just this little place that was starting in my basement. I loved to bake, and the decorating I was taught and I learned, but the business end was where I learned things from other WBA members. I was totally flabbergasted in 2012 when I was inducted into the Wisconsin Bakers Hall of Fame. It was just something never on my bucket list. I was just totally surprised. My nomination came from a friend that was in the business and respected what I did. And I am the first female sugar artist to be inducted into the fame. So it's been a big honor and a really a privilege.